y'all. I mean, if you can't
Amazing.
wear orange,
That's right. Yeah. Happy fall, y'all. I'm loving it. I dig it. I think it looks amazing. So did you hear that? Episode 26.
yeah,
Here we
it's
are.
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm
So
impressed. Way to go.
I haven't seen you for a week, buddy. What's been going on?
Um, I've been doing a whole bunch of nothing.
Oh,
I've been slacking, which is, you need that sometimes.
I
So
think so.
I really don't have anything to brag about. You know, it's just a Wednesday, and here we are. I
Yeah.
have nothing exciting to report. How about you, Jen?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's just your average hump day, you know?
totally. I
Yeah.
mean, uh,
Um,
my team got slaughtered last night. That's embarrassing.
oh,
I
I
know,
saw that. Yeah,
brutal,
boo-hoo, Bills.
brutal. But what they say, it's only one game, and we've got a whole rest of the season to go. And then it turns into there's always next year. So
Yeah.
hey, love them either way.
Either way, there
Yeah.
you go. That's a tried and true fan. Love them
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah.
I will agree with you though. Their D kind of was stinking it up last night.
Horrible. There was non-existent, but you know, then their Seahawks 5
Right?
and 0 for the first time ever.
Five
Amazing.
and
I'm
oh.
shocked. I'm
Yeah.
blown away by that.
You
I'm
know,
tell me.
never say never. And you know, I've also been the one to say there's always next year.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I'm pretty proud. Russ is having a good year. His teammates are tearing it up.
Yep.
We got a packed show tonight.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Uh,
Before we get there though, we,
yeah.
we got to jump into the correction corner. Uh,
Yeah. I'm
Last
feeling
week's episode was a little on the technical challenge side. And so our first guest, who was Swanee and Paris, who have a
yes.
Renton and Beyond, right? Is their
That's
blog.
right. They're
And
blogging for our downtown businesses. Loving it. Renton
so,
business.
so go check them out. Give them a thumbs uppy thing or a heart thing or whatever the cool kids are doing. And,
I'm loving it.
we a little bit of a snafu last week, so big apologies. Hey, look at that. Yeah, exactly.
Gave them a thumbs up. They were I can't wait to have them back. I
Yeah,
mean, the work that they did and the time and effort that they put in and the fun they had, total thumbs up. But
for sure.
we have our dunce caps on right now.
Absolutely.
We were sitting in the corner for, an hour
Hello.
prior to being on air. So yeah. Uh,
Cool.
I'm loving it. Well, it's October. We've talked about that a lot. And one of the things that has become known for the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Indeed.
Um, Also referred to in America as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's an annual international campaign organized by major breast cancer charities every October. So October 1 through the 31st, dedication for breast cancer awareness, preventative procedures, all the fun stuff that both men and women should really be doing. Breast cancer is
Absolutely.
not a one sex disease. It affects men as well as women. In
Yeah.
fact, I have some kind of statistics.
There it is.
Yeah, just 1 in 8 women will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. So that's about 12% in America. In 2020, an estimated of 276,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed. That's
Mm,
just expected. That's new, and along with about around 50,000 new cases of non-invasive breast cancer. So it's a pretty big deal.
absolutely.
We have a month that charities found, deemed this needs a lot of research, a lot of new development, a lot of information. So the whole month is dedicated to that. And we actually have a guest on later in the show that is going to share her journey, through
Through it.
her time with breast cancer. So that comes up a little bit later, but wanted to put it out there just because we've talked about a lot of fun things for October, a lot of national days, and wanted to not go without saying that October is National Breast Cancer Month. So
do you know how long it's been Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
you know,
how has that been a thing?
I don't. That's a great question.
Maybe
And
one of our audience members knows.
I was just gonna say, you know what? We haven't spun that wheel for a very long time.
We
And
have it.
It would feel good, you know.
Okay, hey, we're throwing it out there.
Yeah,
you win a prize.
Right, and I loved learning that it wasn't just here; it's national. So so we got that going for us, and again, I guess we should get this party started.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. We have our first guest is Cugini Florist, downtown Renton. We have, is it the former owner, Bill Gaw, and is it Arik?
I believe so.
Yeah, I see Bill.
Howdy.
Hi, Bill.
And it looks like Arik is joining.
He's up there somewhere.
Yeah. There we go. How's that?
Fun.
Howdy.
Welcome to Renton Live, guys. How are you?
A little more relaxed than I used to be.
And
I don't know if I think that's fair. Just kidding. I think that your smile and your kindness has been what has brought people into that store for many years. So there's some big shoes to fill there.
It took a while. We're looking for the right person to take it over.
All right. Well,
and here he is.
Here he is. So why don't you guys kind of give us a little bit of background on how this little venture happened? Well, other than, and don't just tell me, Bill, because I decided I wanted to retire.
Yeah, it was.
What's the story? How did this transpire?
Okay. Well, long story short, my partner and I moved out here in 1978, and she went to work for Mr. Cugini. And after a few years, she was running the place, and he decided that he and his wife wanted to cut back, so they offered the shop to us, and they still had the big flagship store down in Auburn. We jumped at it immediately. It was like, we need to think about this. Yeah, okay, let's do it. And so we've been doing it ever since. We closed it in 1986, closed the deal. And we decided that we would do it for, a career, a lifetime, and decided that it would be nice if we could retire, probably right around 2007, 2008. But the recession had some other plans for us. So we hung on. And just in the last, probably 3 years ago, we started looking seriously. And we've had some nibbles and talked to a few people, and we just weren't comfortable with giving it over to somebody who wasn't going to honor the past, to respect the reputation that we'd built up. We've worked really hard at customer service, providing quality products, unique experiences, and to be kind of trite, to being able to send love around this country, or around the state, around the city, around the world, really. And we had talked to Arik a few years ago, and he had come in and worked for us for a holiday, and we had mentioned to him that we were looking at that point, and he wasn't really in a position then. Then just about Christmas time last year, he stopped in and wondered if we were still looking. And we said, step into my office. And he came to work for us, I think it was in January, and planned on getting this all wrapped up, hopefully before Valentine's Day, so we didn't have to do that again. And COVID had another, like the recession got us the first time, and COVID got us the second time. Sure. And so it took a little longer. And finally, we were able to get things pulled together and get things wrapped up and closed out at the end of August. And now I'm actually not totally retired. Arik is a very talented, very creative guy, lots of experience, but he doesn't have some of the business aspects of it. And so I'm going to hang out and help him with that for a while. And
deliveries.
Say again.
And deliveries. Are you the new delivery guy?
I have been doing some deliveries. That's actually, I think, one of my favorite parts of it, but he doesn't want me doing that.
Okay.
What better job than to go deliver happiness to somebody's door?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I know.
I love it. Well, that's some good stuff. I think I met Arik on Mother's Day, around Mother's Day. I think that he actually came out and took my order. So you did a great job with your customer service pick, because I thought he was phenomenal. So kudos.
Yeah, Mother's Day was, really, it was all new. We had the staff was able to get back. We had the product was starting to come in pretty good. Got pretty spotty there for a while in March and April, and figured some things out and figured out what we had to do to keep ourselves safe, keep our customers safe, keep the people we're sending flowers to safe, and still operate. And it's been going great guns ever since.
Amazing. And so, you allow walk-ins? Is it just deliveries? What can a customer expect when they come to Cugini?
Yeah, at Mother's Day, it was, phone orders for curbside pickup. People could come to the door. We would bring flowers out to them. We had a few things set up in the window that people could pick from if they wanted to.
Smart.
A lot of it has been internet orders and orders from other florists. And now we are fully open and people can come in and shop. Still have to have a mask on, and we're okay with that. But yeah, we're fully open and delivering and back to where we were.
That's great. Wow, that's good.
So Arik, how are you feeling? Like, how's this adventure treating you?
We mute.
Oh, he can't hear me?
They can't hear you. He's behind me.
All right. Well, that's fine.
I can have him come over here.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Rick, come on over. He's trying again.
Okay.
No problem.
Well, actually, Bill, maybe you can kind of give us a heads up.
Sure.
You guys got something new going on this year. It kind of knocks my socks off. I love this pumpkin patch.
That's one of the benefits of changing ownership. We would never have thought of that. Never. And with things going the way they are, what we needed was kind of an infusion of fresh ideas and some energy.
Yep.
And when Arik first told me about it, was like, I don't know. And when he pulled it all together, it's like, this is awesome.
Wow.
And it's going great.
I think it's fantastic. And I love that, somebody who's been in that location and the business for so long had, you had a real welcoming vibe, a real welcoming sense to that. Cugini's is known for its displays. I mean, honestly, it's one of the places that I just want to drive by or walk by just to look in the windows. I kind of look at it as our own, little Macy's window when, what are they going to put up next? What are they going to put up next? I was always admired your upside down Christmas tree hanging from the ceiling.
Still have those. I don't know if he's going to use them or not.
Well,
we've got them.
Fingers crossed for this old time Rentonite, but maybe he's got something,
There's a hint, Eric.
And
yeah.
so, go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just curious about the pumpkin patch. So it's new this year, and it's on specific days each week.
Yeah, he started out doing Monday through Sunday, or Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
I think he's cutting back the Wednesday, and now it's just going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, he's getting food trucks in here.
Yep.
And I think, that's just phenomenal. I've actually thought of that in the past, but wasn't sure how we'd work it out. And finding out that the city has a whole list of pre-approved food trucks is awesome. And one of the gals and I just sat down and back and called a bunch of them a couple of weeks ago just to try and set it up. And I think he's got every day filled up.
Wonderful. And then where does this all happen? It's not in your store. It's in the lot next.
It's not in the store. It's in our parking lot. We've got a tent set up. And it's towards the back of our lot, so you can't really see it, unless you're driving by and know to look.
Right.
We've got some signs out, but it's way in the back. We think we're going to move the food trucks up closer to the street, so it's a little more visible. But it's kind of out of the way. We've got lots of space here. That's one of the luxuries we've had in downtown is we've got our own off-street parking.
Yeah.
So we're taking a few of those spots and turning it into the pumpkin patch.
Fun. And then how can you purchase the pumpkin? Is it cash? Is it card? Is it by weight?
They are each. There's different kinds of pumpkins, and each one has a certain price on it. And then he does take cash, credit cards. And you're gonna I hear him screaming in the back. Come on, why don't you come over here, dude?
It's okay to be stage fright.
Yeah, that's it. It's he can take cash, cash and credit cards.
There he is. Hey.
And I'm gonna switch places with him.
Cool. Spotlight's on you, bud. Literally.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm well. Life treats me really good.
We were just really commending you on the outside the box thinking, bringing another fun element to downtown to an already beautiful establishment. I can't wait personally to check it out. I'm a sucker for those types of things. We were just, David.
I think that really fed my family oriented spirit, I really needed that community feeling. I really wanted those kiddos to be able to get out of the house for a few minutes and go chew the pumpkin and go have some fun at the pumpkin patch.
I love it. So are your pumpkins locally sourced?
I got everything from Carpenito Brothers.
Oh, I love that place. Great.
Big old semi truck came and dropped off my pumpkins. It was very exciting.
Yeah. Do you know the total weight?
I estimate about 1,000 pounds per bins, and I got 10 bins.
Oh,
holy smokes! So it looks like you have decorative, and non-traditional, as well as the traditional carving, turning into jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. So the bulk of it is they're carving pumpkins, which are very well priced at 2 for $5 for the small ones, and then the big boys are $15.
Fun.
And then ornamental pumpkins and the white pumpkins, Cinderella pumpkins, knucklehead pumpkins. I've got some amazing quality pumpkins. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. And that is a very reasonable price.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, I love it. I love that it's a walkability for many of the folks that live downtown. Just kind of make a day out of it. I think it's really cool. I asked Bill earlier, one of my all-time favorite things with Cugini is the Christmas display and the upside down trees.
I have some big plans for Christmas. I'm already unpacking Christmas in the back room. The trees are fluffed. They're all lit. It's going to be on.
Already? Oh,
already.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight.
It slowly creeps on, and then you turn into Santa Claus.
This is what happens when I hear that. That's my favorite shop. So how about this? We used to be greeted with some loving, love to be scratched cats. How about that?
So-
Any thoughts on any shop kitties?
I have thought about shop kitties. I've thought about shop fish. I've thought about a grandfather clock or a cuckoo clock. I have put some thoughts into some livelihood in the shop. Absolutely.
Fun.
Okay. Yeah, that was where you could find me most of the time, ducked down by the cash register petting cats. So
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Cuckoo clock though. I'm kind of digging that. I'm really digging a cuckoo clock.
I have a cuckoo clock. Just gotta, pull the chain,
Yeah.
wind that thing up. Fun.
I have put some thought into shop animals, and my staff is pretty wild, so that might be enough.
Well, that guy behind you, he's a party animal. So
This I remember.
Now I don't have to get up early, so I can.
nice.
Nice.
Guys, this is a fantastic transition for our community. Loving that, somebody that has heart for this industry and, for making changes that actually will benefit their business as well as a community. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Well
So,
done.
yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're real happy that we were able to find somebody that we think is going to be able to take good care of our baby for us.
And Bill, that means a lot. That means a lot to us that live here in Renton. We love to see those kind of, things continue on and develop and change, but in a positive way, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We did have
All right.
That was seriously looking at it, and they're from out of the area, had multiple shops, and I don't know that they would have respected the community like we have, and we decided that they even had a better offer than REIT could give us, but we felt that keeping it in town and keeping it in the family was more important to us.
And I admire that so much. I know that each and every one of you at Cugini has held our hands at one point, whether we've needed it for something that's been, sporadic and fun to the hard times where, memorials, things like that. You never had to worry. You get to walk in the door or make that phone call, and it seemed like that was all taken care of for you. So kudos to you for developing that kind of structure. And Arik, you got big shoes to fill, but I think that you're just the guy to do it.
I'm definitely a runner, so bring it on. I look forward to servicing you guys.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely. Well, we look forward to checking back in with you. This is going to be a very busy time coming up for you. So, like I said, knock it out of the park with your pumpkin patch. I'm sure we can't wait to see what you're going to come up with next. Dave, did you say that you were following them on Instagram? Is that where you were looking?
Yeah.
So what are we looking for if we are looking for you on Instagram?
You can look for Cugini Renton.
Okay.
That is our proper handle.
Okay.
We don't do a lot of hashtags, but we do have a lot of people that tag us in their posts with hashtags. Hashtag Renton, hashtag flowers, hashtag weddings, hashtag fun. So we do get a lot of hits like that.
Loving it.
Perfect.
All right. Do you have anything else to share?
I'm excited to be here. So this is amazing for me, and I'm so humbled at the opportunity to fill the shoes I get to fill.
Wow.
And I'm excited to not be here so much.
That's a perfect tandem.
That's just gonna be weird. That's just so weird. I think that we should just have
It's an adjustment. I wake up in the morning later than I should, and it's like I don't have to get up.
That's all right. After all that you've done in your career, I think that that's time to, really be
I'll
relative.
get used to it.
There you go. We kind of long for that day, don't we, Dave?
Oh, I can't wait. But
Yeah.
we got ways to go.
Yeah, got a ways to go.
Ways to go.
Well, guys, we look forward to hearing back from you. Good luck, and I will see you at the pumpkin patch.
Thanks,
Right,
guys.
looking forward to you.
Thanks for stopping
All right.
by.
Cheers.
Yeah, take care.
Fun.
That
Wow.
was fun. And what a beautiful store. I mean, seriously, that window going through walking up just to see what it is. Or another fun thing is when they get their outdoor plants. Oh, I could go on and on. All right. Well,
Let's keep this train moving.
keep it moving. Our second guest that's up is it's different this week.
It is.
What do
It's
you got?
our chamber chip in.
Chamber chip in.
Let's chip it in.
Let's chip
Bring 'em
in.
up. Hi, Diane.
Hi,
Hi.
David. Oh, I like your glasses, David. Oh, I like your glasses too, Jen.
Thanks.
What a special pair between Bill Gaw. They've been dedicated, loyal members of this community of the chamber. They have been a part of every special occasion. Ashley had every single one of her homecoming and ball flowers that she ordered from there. It's and Arik, what a great addition to the community. That's exciting.
Very
Hi,
excited.
Gerald.
Yeah, who do you have with you, Diane?
I have Gerald Smiley. Gerald is the CEO and founder of Chip In. And Chip In is, well, I'll let Gerald tell you more about that. We are partnering at the chamber with Chip In an approach to help save our small businesses.
Nice.
Yeah, tell us more.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Diane. Thank you for all of you who are here. I always love watching your guys' show. It's phenomenal. You guys have such a community aspect about this show, and I love that piece because community, we are the community and you are the people of the community. So I say thank you for all that you guys do and the strategic thinking you do outside the box. I just love the last gentleman that came on. That was amazing. But thank you for your partnership also in this efforts to try to help save small businesses. But Chip In is the most rewarding way to really truly fund our community. And what it's driven to do is with the community approach that we raise funds to help other people in need, whether it's businesses or other people, nonprofits, organizations, and validating, that the monies goes to a validated local beneficiary and the money gets dispersed back into the community. How do we get people involved and then recycle that? So I just want to kind of touch on what we're doing right now with you, Diane, and walk people through kind of what that looks like. But we have a B2C model that actually drives sales back to businesses, incentivizing givers to give and rewarding them when they do so. And how do we drive more traffic back into your businesses through cross promotions and just setting up other ways outside the box to get people into their stores now also, but help raise the funds in this initiative that you guys got going. I love the video you guys put together. That was well thought out. It was phenomenal. And, really, you guys have over 104,000 people in your community. And if 50,000 people chipped in $13.50, which is just our state minimum wage, literally you guys could bring in $675,000 as a community getting behind this. And that's what chip in, the name really is. People can chip in just a little bit here and there. You don't have to go broke in your savings, but how do we stick together through numbers, understanding that we are stronger together? So in doing that, I would like to show my screen real brief, if I'm able to get the host privileges, and walk the community through your fundraiser, show the community how it's doing, and then show the community how we can get businesses on board with you right now and help drive more sales into them.
Sure. Share away, man.
Yeah, it says host disabled right now. If I could get the host rights and then I can share it. Okay, give me 1 second. Thank you for it. Awesome. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Love it. So this is your guys' community fundraiser. We love it. Over $6,200 has been raised so far in the community. Understanding the goal is 500,000. It's your branded fundraising portal that really connects community, but also aligns your donors and sponsors and gives them brand equity, brand visibility in your fundraising portal. And how do we drive traffic back to them?
Right.
So You see a lot of fundraising efforts where they say thank you to our donors, and then we give them the shout out with their logo on our websites and say thank you to our sponsors. But how do we really bring people back to the community and put them inside of those businesses is really the mission behind Chip In. So click on some of these that you have. We'll choose her. I love Rosie. She's always helping with your guys' golf tournament too, and just like your other partners and sponsors. But being able to bring more awareness to your businesses in the community and drive more traffic to them as well. What I want to show you how we can help leverage businesses, I'll show you on this test model and how we can just move fake cash instead of put real cash into your portal right here. This is a high school that we're doing in working with in Georgia. So being able to come in here and chip in, but as you see these offers, any local business in Renton that says, hey, if you chip in $15 or more to the chamber for this initiative, we'll give you 10% off your next meal or entree, or $1 off your coffee when you come in next, to really incentivize and reward the community to do so. So understanding, businesses control their narrative of what they want to tell the community and what they want to give. And that's the power of our platform, is letting your businesses control the narrative, understanding what their business model is, how much product they do and don't have, and tell their own story. So I'll chip in here real quick. I'll adjust the amount to cover all of those offers. Let's say I want to give $430. I come in here and I chip in. Here's my address. I live in Washington. I live in the United States. I'm going to run my card here. Just want to show you guys in the community and the businesses how easy this is to connect this to what you're doing and help the chamber and the community reach their goal. So it would be confirmed that it's organized by the Renton Chamber of Commerce. The beneficiary of the funds is One Eastside, the group they've partnered with. And I want to confirm that, and I want to pay. It's going to give me a receipt, notify me, letting me know that I've chipped in this amount. One of the beautiful things that our system has that I want you guys to know is not only can we share on social media, but we can download this QR code. You can slap that QR code anywhere in any business, at a counter, the newspaper. I love that big sign right outside of Qualstar Credit Union where they post a lot of things inside that community glass right there. Being able to really plaster this QR code and put it anywhere, and anyone walking by or that's inside that store, they can scan that QR code for you guys with their camera. And if I want 20% off my meal right now at this local restaurant, I have to scan this and do whatever the call to action is to give to the chamber to help continue to raise more money and keep these businesses afloat during this time.
Sure.
So now I'm just going to open up my email, show you that I got the offer. I've chipped into the chamber. Now I get one free t-shirt. I get a free 6-pack of Coca-Cola, $10 off my next purchase. And then I come in here and I redeem my offer. And I can walk inside any business and show this barcode on my phone. If the business has a barcode reader, they can scan that. There's a QR code. The owner or waiters or waitresses at the shop or retail store can scan that QR code with their camera and show that whoever in the community did chip in, so they've redeemed this offer. And we allow the businesses to control the narrative of when it expires. Is there an expiration date? And if it's an online retail, there's a promo code that people can type in online. So going back to your guys's pot here, I think we can really crush this goal. And I love how you guys think outside the box. I really do. Diane and I had coffee, and this was right. I want to say right when COVID hit, and we just started talking. It was like, what are we gonna do? And she had some really good ideas, and I said, you know what? I think we can wrap some technology around what's in your head, because this is literally what we're trying to aim for. And she's like, you got to be kidding me. So everything that she thought of, we said, hey, look, we have that in place. We have the technology to support your vision. And we're just honored and blessed to have this partnership to say, hey, look, let's all come together. Let's stick together. And, it's really a community funded grant to help businesses stay afloat. never bash the government or anything like that of any kind. It's just they can only do so much and there's only so much funding, and we understand that. But how do we as a community help pick up the slack? And here's a very easy way: $13.50 one time as a minimum. That's pretty easy ask. And even the businesses that work there that are in the community, them giving $13.50 to the pool to still help their brothers and sisters, not just, hey, community residents, will you do this? It's the businesses playing their part. And whoever's watching this tonight, like, I really hope they're sharing this, they're putting it on their Facebook, they're sharing it to their Twitter. If there's any sports teams out there who see this, whoever it is that represents that community of Renton, and that's what you guys are really known for, that community spirit. So we're just giving a technology tool to let you guys maximize and monetize to help towards your end goal. And how do we truly help these businesses? So I want to say thank you, and I'll pause there. Any questions? We could continue, but I love what you guys are doing, and I love Diane to death. She's an amazing person. She really cares. I know you guys care too, but the time I spend with her, I'm like, will you go to bed? It's 1 o'clock. Like, no, I'm still at the chamber. No, go to bed. She's like, I can't, so, and some of her people have a inside joke. I'm sure a lot of you guys know she's married to the city of Renton residents and what it stands for. So I love it when I hear that, but I just know the power of us coming together right now, not just in this time, but this time is where it's needed the most. And the call to action is, hey, can everyone in Renton, whether you live in Renton or not, if you're watching this.
Uh-oh, we got a freeze.
We got a freeze. Oh, boo. Man, his passion is infectious, isn't it?
Yeah. And, who thought the QR codes would make a comeback like they have, right?
Well, I mean,
it was such a faux pas thing a year and a half ago. Hey, welcome back, man.
Welcome back. There you are.
Yeah.
So the good news is you didn't have the crazy freeze face. Okay.
You look great.
Want you to look, you were just looking just as good as you are. Okay. No crazy freeze face.
Well, yeah. So Diane.
Gerald, Gerald, we so appreciate your partnership, and you have a heart of gold, and giving back to the community and generating community is that is what brought me to you to begin with, and made me aware of who Gerald Smiley was. And you were involved with the Rainier Beach High School in revitalizing that program and bringing life to it. And you've been involved with the Federal Way School District and providing computers for the kids there. And you give and bleed community with all of your heart and soul. And we thank you here in Renton for your partnership and collaboration and your support in helping the businesses keep their doors open. We really appreciate who you are.
And thank you, likewise. And if there's anything I can do, if there's any businesses that want to get on our platform on your page, Diane, just let us know. We'll onboard them, their branding, their look and feel, their offers that they want to try to drive traffic back into their business. You just let us know who that is, and we'll set all that up for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then before you leave, we'll have to ask you to give the host back to Farid so he can be sure to let our next guest in. Either that or
you don't want me to hijack it, huh? Thank you. Hey, do me a favor though before I leave.
Yeah.
Don't let anything or anybody ruin your day today, tomorrow, nor ever. And you stay in control of your mind and keep it positive.
Yep. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.
That was
thank you.
great advice. Thank you.
Amen.
Well done.
Wow. Please stand by. Technical difficulties. Right on. Hey, was that a planned outage so you could go get some more cool guy glasses?
What do you mean?
I mean, dude, I'm looking. Were you looking for a costume change?
I guess. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Let's just step right into the correction corner and say, whoops.
Yeah, we did it again.
Hey, we're volunteers, a fun community show. If you can't hang with us, that's too bad for you.
Yeah. If you can't handle the heat,
Echo's still here. Look at Echo.
Echo's back here. And if you can't handle the heat, you got to get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, get out of here.
Speaking of heat, our next guest, our third guest,
Yes.
Miss Mary Clymer is here with us.
Cool.
She is a lot of fun. I think that she is a well-known name in our community. She brings a lot of amazing things, and she is here to talk to us about a mushroom scavenger hunt.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi, Mary.
There she is, hot stuff herself. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Hi, Kitty in the background.
Hey.
Yeah, that's Echo. She wanted to hear about your mushroom scavenger hunt.
Oh my goodness, mushroom hunting here in Renton. It's so
Yes.
exciting.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, so the mushrooms are out. We've already been getting a couple people taking their photos. So there is 14 little Fimo cute mushrooms hidden in different businesses around town, and you can find the clues to where to find those on the Renton Junction, which is the Renton Chamber blog.
Fun.
And on Facebook, the Chamber will be sharing more clues throughout the next 2 weeks. So it was on Monday through October 23rd. Go around when it's not raining out, I guess, on these nice chilly fall days and find the mushrooms, walk around downtown. And also there's a photo contest where you take pictures of yourself with fall things around town to win a prize through the Chamber.
Fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. So who designed those cute little mushrooms?
Exactly.
Oh, I did. So they're just these cute little, I'm a fan of the fun guy. So
Sure. I love it.
it was a fun little project to do.
Wow.
So yeah,
Are you
interesting.
putting this on, Mary? Who's putting this on?
This is on through the Chamber. The Renton Chamber of Commerce is putting it on.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, so they were looking for an idea for just to get people out and about, help, just something fun to do that doesn't require much, and just kind of a challenge, something you could do with someone in your COVID circle or with your friends, including getting out and looking at the salmon through our lovely Cedar River that runs through town, and seeing the changing of the leaves, and just really appreciating all the wonder that is fall in Washington and in Renton.
Fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were going to take us on a guided hike.
Yeah.
To find in the forest to find these mushrooms. We were kind of up for it. David and I were like, we're in.
I'm done. I'm done. I'll be there.
Well, unfortunately, they're not, I mean, yes, let's go on a hike. I'm ready. But these particular mushrooms are hidden in local businesses. So and you could do them even if the business isn't open. They're in the windows. So the clues will guide you to where they are. But please go out. This is the time. If you're into mushroom hunting at all, now is the time.
Fun.
Okay.
Fun. And then the Renton Junction blog, is that you as well?
That I write that for the Renton Chamber. So that is something that Diane and I sat down and chatted about at the beginning of the year. And actually, it was supposed to be around events happening in Renton was the idea of starting the blog. Another way to support the community and get word out about fun things going on. But then COVID hit. So it kind of just turned to this wonderful opportunity to support businesses, remind people that we are here. And it's been such an amazing ride, because what comes forward is just how much our community continues to support each other. And hearing Gerald Smiley just on now, it's just amazing. Like $15, and we could, if everybody did that, I know Renton can do it because we're that kind of community. So but that's the Renton Junction blog. Go check it out. Always looking for, interactive experiences with it. And if you have something going on in Renton, please let me know. I'm happy to help share your story and get the information out there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I do have a question for our viewers at home who don't know you. What do you do aside from making mushrooms and hide them in businesses? Are you a Rentonite? You live in Renton?
I was born and raised in Renton, and
Cool.
I am also on probably most proudly, currently I am on the Renton Municipal Arts Commission. So I'm always looking for ways to support art and artists in Renton. Used to have a business, Happy Delusions, in Renton, where I supported artists as well. And right now, actually, the amazing Marcia Rolliner just is working on a mural up in the Renton Highlands. So I got to go help her paint that today. And there's a lot of really fun, exciting art events going on. So that, and I do content marketing as my keeping me busy, pay me job.
There you go. Right on.
I never knew that Mary Clymer ever was paid. I never knew that.
Well,
yeah, you've been a fantastic staple for everybody here in the community. I miss your store, which you already know, because every chance I get to tell you that, I will. But it was such an amazing space for makers of all kinds to be able to share their wares, their creativity, and also grateful that somebody like you sits on the Renton Municipal Arts Commission. Your passion for every aspect of art, and to be able to see the differences in the types of art people want to portray. I really admire you for that. Sometimes we get kind of honed in, and art might be a painted picture, and that's not always the case. It's an emotion before it's anything, and you've always allowed people to develop that, Mary. So right here for you.
Well, right back at you for all you do in our community as well, both of you. This is great. And I mean, art is community. What brings us together, it binds us. So thank you. Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
Anything else you want to give us? Any upcoming things? You were talking about helping paint a mural up in the Highlands.
So there's a couple murals and different art. Unfortunately, a lot of events can't happen right now. So murals it is, and which is great. The Black Lives Matter Art Walk is still happening through downtown Renton.
And isn't that this weekend?
Well, it's been going on. Some of them will start to come down this weekend, actually. So, now, if you pop into Wildwood Creative in downtown, you could pick up for free a little embroidery kit where you can embroider the Black Lives Matter patch that's going to be made into a mural for the city. So I'd encourage people, if you want to get involved in art, go do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And go look for mushrooms.
Go look
Okay.
for mushrooms and teach yourself a new skill. I love it.
Yes.
Well, Mary, as always, it's always wonderful seeing you and hearing the great things that you're bringing to us. We relish in that. And hopefully we will check back in with you soon.
Okay.
And we'll have people out there finding their mushrooms.
Yep.
Yes. Have fun with it.
All right, Mary, good to see you.
You too. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye-bye. I love it. It's a fungi hunt.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. She says she loves the fun guy.
Oh
That's
yeah.
funny. Now that's
Classic
funny.
pun. Classic pun.
Yeah, classic pun.
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning of the show, we kind of made the announcement of, one of the other amenities the month of October brings. And our final guest tonight is Councilmember Ruth Perez. She is coming on tonight to talk to us about, two serious things. One being a little bit more, serious and affects people in different ways. There she is now. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, I didn't know if you can hear me or see me yet.
You
We
look great.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody can see you and you are looking lovely. I love your pink ribbon next to you.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have the glasses squad on here.
I know. Yeah, I am always trying, the reflection of the lights and everything, trying to see
Yeah.
where my.
Just
I
take your lenses.
supposedly bought the super, Cadillac type that I will not get any glare, and I
Yeah.
still have the glass, the light coming. But anyway, the new look.
Well, Ruth, we're grateful you're here. We're going to talk about we're going to start. You want to talk to us about breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
And you're going to kind of take us along on a journey that affected you personally. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you. You guys are a great host, and you just have one of my favorites, which is Mary Clymer. I mean, talking about a volunteer, a trooper, someone that is everything about the community, and a very proud Renton leader, because she is a leader in every way and form. So happy to always hear when she has something to share, because it's always something positive for our community. So, well, yeah, thank you for the invitation. October is breast cancer awareness. And my goal is that after I share my story, every woman that is out there listening that is 40 years and older will today schedule their mammogram. This is a very serious disease, and I was diagnosed when I was 41. I had my first mammogram when I was 40 years old, and a year later, very religiously, I went and I checked in, and I already had a tumor, a malignant tumor that was 1 centimeter and had already spread out to my lymph nodes. This was very, very shocking, because I was a very healthy woman, and nobody in my family had never had breast cancer. In fact, nobody in my family has had any kind of cancer. So being a survivor now, I realized that I was not educated or aware about what was breast cancer and how it affects and impacts the lives of every single person that is touched by this terrible disease. And one of the things that I also realized is that most women, we don't know how to perform a self-exam, or men as well. How deep you have to go, how deep how often you have to do it. And if in my case, I would have known how to do it right, probably I would have been able to detect my tumor months before that the mammogram showed. So that is my first recommendation. Always these days, in YouTube or internet, you can find tons of videos that show you how to do your self-exam properly, men and females. And if you still are worried that you're not doing it right, talk to your doctor. talk to the nurses. They will tell you how to do it. Practice, practice, practice. Recognize how your breasts feel, how your chest feel. So right away, when you're gonna feel something that is not right, you right away have to call your doctor. And even if you think that you're crazy, you have to call them. The mammogram shows, in some cases, what kind of tumor you have. In my case, when I was 40 years old, I received first a call from my health provider, and he told me, you need to do a second mammogram because I see something, but I'm not sure. So I walked into Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, and I had that day my second mammogram. They found something, but they were not sure. And that same day, they didn't let me go home. They scheduled my first biopsy. I thought the biopsy was a traumatized event. I didn't even know what was going to happen after that. I thought that the worst thing was going to be the biopsy. And after they did the biopsy, I was I went home and I even forgot that I was sure that I was not going to have breast cancer. In my head, I was never going to be one of those. So by the time that they called me and they told me, I have bad news, you have breast cancer, it by far is one of the worst news that I have received in my life. And my father died last year, and that was terrible. You are seeing right now a photo of me during my first chemo.
Yes, these are very sensitive images, and this is Ruth's own personal experience. So again, she's brought these to share with us, but if you can't look, we get it, and we'll let you know when the pictures are gone. How's that?
These pictures are very brutal and can be very shocking, but for me, it's important to share my story. So the woman today that have not taken serious the fact that how important is to be proactive and on early detection saves lives. So just a statistic, breast cancer rates declined 40% from 1986 to 2016, and this progress is because of the early detection. How much women these days and men are taking this disease very serious. So as you can see, after my first diagnosis, I had a double mastectomy, and my cancer was on the left breast, but I decided to have a prophylactic mastectomy just because I didn't want to have that in my mind anymore, that if I can be positive or not and whatever. So I wore a cap. If you see the blue cap was to keep, it's called cold cap, which is actually, I was freezing my head because I really wanted to keep my hair. It's very funny because, you are dealing with a disease that potentially can kill you. And the first thing that you think is like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my hair. So that everybody, cope in different ways. That photo that you're seeing is the photo before and after my surgery. I was feeling very good. I was feeling great, but I happened to be that 1% that after my first surgery, they removed the lymph nodes, they removed, my breast. And then I went back to the doctor, and they say in less than 15 days, I had to go back to the second surgery because I already have lymphomas that were compromised. My cancer was very aggressive. It was grade 3. So we needed to make sure how many lymph nodes have been affected, and because you don't want the disease to advance all over your body. And science has tell us these days that if they found out how many lymph nodes this cancer had spread, they can tell you which kind of treatment is going to be more effective for you. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer stage 2B. The next, those are the photos that are very impressive, and I know that, but this is radiation. After chemo, I had a very, very bad reaction to radiation. This is not normal. I don't want everybody to think that this is the way you are going to look, but radiation is a very, very aggressive treatment. I had the help of several support groups during the process. And of course, my family, especially my husband, was amazing during the process. People always ask me, do you end losing your hair after wearing the cold caps? I lost a lot of my hair, as you can see. That was after I finished all my chemo treatments. I didn't lose all my hair and I didn't go bald, but I did lost a lot of hair in the process, which is, at the end of the day, is not the
Sure.
most important.
I mean, that's part of the process, isn't that? I hate to say expected, but
Yeah, but when you are going through the whole treatment, there are a lot of mechanisms of survival mechanisms that you have to use. When you hear normally that someone say, "Oh, I was detected with breast cancer," the people reaction is like, "I am sorry, you are gonna be fine." No, I'm never gonna say that to anybody anymore. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and I'm gonna say, "Whatever you need, call me. I help you. What do you need? What is the help?"
I mean,
We don't know if
Yeah.
the next person is going to be fine, and it's terrifying. When you hear the word you have cancer, you never know how shocking it's going to be, and it's terrifying in every single way and form. But after that initial shock, you educate yourself, which is what I always recommend people to do. Go and read and learn as much as possible about what is this disease and what is the cure. And the other thing that helped me a lot was my positive thinking. I work a lot with meditation and vision, and I was taught that even though my treatment was that harsh on my body, and I had a lot of issues after that, because I was, to tell you, I was way healthier before I was, the surgery and all of that I end up being at the end of the day, even though I don't have cancer anymore, and I am in remission, and the cancer didn't metastasize, obviously, because of how harsh is the treatment. You end up having a lot of other issues for the rest of your life, which is what they call the new normal. Everybody is different, and every woman is going to be absolutely different. So that's the reason why I always recommend to join support groups. I don't do well in person, so because English is my second language, and it's not the same to express
that's
pain,
great.
in your first language than in your second language. So I joined online groups, and that was very helpful.
Ruth, I really admire you for stating something that is a fact. It's true. Cancer isn't a one size fits all. It affects everybody so differently, and we're always shocked by different outcomes. So I admire you for earlier in this interview, you had said that you will never tell somebody you're going to be okay, but you're going to breathe positivity into them and reassurance. And then also for taking the chance to join those support groups. Those are founded for a reason. There's so many charities out there that are working so hard to give the support to people that they need. There's not fees associated to them. There's shoulders to cry on. There's laughing. There's tears. So you as a leader in our community and somebody who has gone down this journey, I really admire you for talking about that first, knowing that you're not stronger than the disease that you happen to have to, face, and that you found these places to keep yourself healthy mentally. So
Yeah.
good job with that.
Thank you, Jennifer. And something that is very important, and I want to remind everybody, is like, it's always expected that the survivors, we are the ones that we have to bring the voice to the table and be advocates for awareness of breast cancer. I do happen to believe that everybody should be an advocate of awareness of breast cancer, because you never know when this is going to happen to you, and we are all a potential candidates for this horrible disease. So as much as we want to help, the most positive thing to do is start thinking that what are we going to do to not just support these organizations that provide so many resources for all the people that are victims of breast cancer, and I hate to use the word victims, but also to start trying to keep pushing for a cure or for better ways to eradicate this disease. Because at the end of the day, we are in 2020 and the medication is again, they cut you, they poison you, and then they burn you. So it is very harsh, whatever you see it. But anyway, I'm here, 9 years have happened. I'm very happy. I'm still going. And again, I hope that every woman that is listening will call their moms, their sisters, and everybody and say, today we schedule our mammogram. Mammogram saves lives.
I
Do it.
agree. Yeah, totally. And again, remember, this isn't a gender specific disease. Men and women are both susceptible to this. So a couple of the organizations out there, the National Breast Cancer Foundation or nationalbreastcancer.org, they have a great website, many referrals. I encourage anybody that has these questions in their mind, just wanting to familiarize yourself with it. It's, no need to scare yourself, but just aware. The word awareness comes, at the very beginning of this month that we use for October, the Pink Ribbon Month. So again, Ruth, we're grateful that your journey turned out the way that it did. You've always been a succeeder and a fighter. You always have persevered. So I'm not surprised. How's that?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. And anyway, keep doing what you guys are doing. You're great. Thank you.
I'm not going to let
the community.
I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have one more topic that you are going to bring awareness to. We are talking about the Hispanic Heritage Month also.
Yeah.
So that sounds a lot more fun than our first topic.
Yeah, the Hispanic Heritage Month goes from September 15 to October 15. And today it happens to be October 14. So tomorrow is the last day for Hispanic Heritage Month. The reason why it begins on October 15 is because most of the countries in Latin America, their independence of Spain, most of them, happened during the month of September and October. So this is to celebrate, the Hispanic Heritage Month. That was because a lot of people were celebrating the different countries, the independence of different countries, during that month. So it became very obvious that was a party after party after party. But the good thing about the Hispanic Heritage Month is that today is not just about parties. It's about, again, bringing the voice about what is the meaning to be a Hispanic? What is the meaning? What are our traditions, but also what are our issues? And educate people a lot about what happened in our other countries, and especially immigrants that, like me, that we already live in the United States, and we want people to know more about that, where we come from, and more than anything, it's cultural awareness in so many levels.
Sure. So did this originate in America, or is this something that was brought to America, this, Hispanic Heritage Month?
This is very American thing. This is a very American thing.
Yeah.
The Hispanic Heritage
Not that it's a bad thing, but I was very curious.
No, actually it's the first and second generations that are Hispanic that been living here, that they really wanted to bring, awareness into the United States what is the meaning of being Hispanic, and how proud we are of our roots, which is basically the message, because for years, remember, we were not allowed to say, oh my God, I am from this country, or I was born here, or my first language is this one, and today things have changed, and we're really happy that things have changed, and now we want to be very proud of where we come from, our roots, and especially our children and the future generations. They don't have to hide it anymore,
Wonderful.
Beautiful. And your roots should always be celebrated. Sometimes we walk away from where our roots began because there might be scars and reasons why we can't be there anymore, but always be proud of your roots and your heritage. Yeah. So we have some news though. Renton Live will actually have an episode that will be conducted all in Spanish. David, is that correct?
Yep, that's our goal. And I believe it's November 18th is going to be all Spanish. So we're kind of looking at you, Ruth, to come and help with this episode.
Claro, yo espero que tu español sea maravilloso porque el mío es perfecto.
I don't know
All
what
right.
you said, but it made me smile and
Sounds
it
perfect
sounded
for her.
so beautiful. You made me very
Perfect.
happy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
that'd
very
be a
happy on
lot of
that.
fun.
Ready? You tell me when, and I'm ready to join you. Okay?
That sounds
Perfect.
wonderful.
Okay.
We're looking forward to that. So before I go, we have a one small clip we have after this. I'm just going to ask really quick. How's Al and the dogs?
Oh, they are doing great.
They're doing great.
We are in quarantine, and my husband is a trooper. He's just amazing, and I have 3 dogs, so not 1 or 2, but 3 of them. So that makes our lives very, very, joyful. And even though I cannot see my family, my extended family right now, my mom's in my sister and brother are in Mexico, but and that right now is very challenging, travel back and forward. We are doing great, and thank you for asking.
Yes. Well, Ruth, it's always a pleasure to get to talk to you. Thank you for sharing your story. It's a hard one, but I think that, you can enlighten a lot of people. It's just not somebody in another state or another city. It's somebody that's sitting right next to us in our circle. So we appreciate you for being vulnerable and letting us in on your journey. And we're very grateful and proud that you have a success story.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate
All right.
it. Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Ruth.
Okay. Enjoy your evening. Wow.
What?
That was heavy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I am excited for an all Spanish episode.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty unique. Yeah.
I probably won't be there because.
Well, I don't think you and I will be hosting. I unfortunately am not bilingual.
I'm not. I've always.
I understand certain sign languages. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
I
got one for you. No, just kidding.
Okay, so we have one last clip for this episode.
One last clip.
We have and it's for King Con Northwest, so formerly known as Renton City Comic Con. They are doing a what are they calling it? They're doing a global contest that's the King Con Creative Spectacular. So we have a little clip that will be of our friends, Brian and Hannah. So let's go ahead and roll that, and then we'll talk about
Hannah
it.
in ages. I should call her and see how she's doing.
What?
Hey, Brian, how are you?
We're rolling.
I'm doing great.
Hey, so
What's
it looks
up with
like
you?
what we
How are you
have,
doing?
or is it rolling?
I'm doing okay. I'm just
Hey, you're
getting
okay.
really bored. I mean,
Hey,
all the
we're having a
conventions
good
this year have been
time.
canceled, and
That's
Sit
right.
back and enjoy the show.
That's right.
With this
And
COVID,
there's
I haven't
Cash,
talked with
right?
Hannah
Oh,
in
there's
ages.
Brian.
I should call her and see how she's doing.
hey there, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's up with you? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm just getting really bored. I mean, all the conventions this year have been canceled, and I have these amazing props and costumes that I've been working on during quarantine, and I don't have anybody to show them to. And I wish there was something to do,
Sounds like you need to put an application into King Kong's Creative Spectacular.
What is a creative spectacular?
Well, like you said, with COVID, all the conventions had been canceled. But King Kong Northwest still wanted to celebrate all the creatives around us. So they're holding a huge creative spectacular. It's a contest for cosplayers, prop builders, and this year, even photographers. It happens on October 30th and 31st, but the deadline to get your application in is coming up really quick, October 19th. You can find the applications at kingkongnorthwest.com.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. I have so many ideas and so many details still to finish. What was it again? kingkonnw.com? Okay, I've got to go. I've got to finish this up and submit my application ASAP. I guess I'll see you at the Creative Spectacular. Bye.
Okay, Hannah, we'll see you later. And for those of you who still would like to be a part of the King Kong Creative Spectacular, you can get in. Applications close on October 19th or as soon as they get filled up. So don't wait. You won't want to miss out on this year's amazing cash prizes and loot that we're going to be giving away. We'll see you at the King Kong Creative Spectacular. Applications at kingkongnw.com. Oh, and for those of you who just want to watch, go to our Give Butter site and you can watch it. The tickets are free and you can be a part of the celebrations all weekend. We'll see you then.
Fun. Fun.
Yeah, right on, right?
Yeah. And, you know, a global contest. So who knows who can win these amazing cash prizes. So it's a contest for costume, for props, for photographs. And you have, I believe, until the 19th of October to submit your entries.
That's coming up.
And, you know, they're having an event for it. I think is, you know, what we're seeing here is, you know, October 30th and Halloween. I believe it's free to attend. And then they have an option where you can make a donation. So yes, it's free to attend, but hey, if you can afford a couple extra, you know, presidential flashcards, send them their way. Everybody, you know, needs the support, right? So check it out. And, you know, like they said, it was on, you know, givebutter.com/King Kong Spectacular.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right. People, you need to get busy though.
Cool.
October 19th, right around the corner. I believe that could be Monday.
Sure.
Sure.
It could be Tuesday. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I think we have our last, you know, another call to action for pumpkin carving.
Call to action.
That's right. So submit your jack-o'-lanterns or your painted pumpkins.
Adorned gourds.
There you go. Adorn your gourds.
That's right.
And you're submitting these to, do you know the link, Jen?
I do.
What is it? I'm
Info.
not going to attempt anymore.
info@gorenton.com.
Wonderful job.
Yes. Yeah, I like it. Hey, is that all you got?
I think that's all I have. I don't know. Is there anything else?
No.
Jared, is there anything else, buddy?
I think that we're going to end with a little film clip.
Yep.
But from Dave and I, thank you, Renton, for joining us. We always love coming into your living rooms or wherever you're watching from. That wasn't creepy at all.
The bathroom, please. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, no bathrooms, but we will see you next week.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Cheers.
Generous and supportive of the Renton community. As a fellow business owner, it's something I've always been proud of. Businesses provide jobs, goods, and services, but more importantly, they provide a sense of place and community. The recent governor's stay-at-home health order has been very important to the health of our residents, but has been devastating to our businesses.
We've lost over 40 businesses so far to date, closed their doors for good. Some were too new to receive support and federal funding, too new with their books, and others the impact was just too grand to recover from, especially now that our phase back has been delayed even again. Our Renton community was hit harder than most as COVID was non-discriminate. We have some pretty major corporations who are laying people off, moving their headquarters, or closing their doors for good. And as a result, not just those companies and employees are impacted, but the surrounding businesses, retailers, restaurants, and the supply chains are impacted too.
To offset this, the city of Renton has allocated $1 million worth of its CARES Act funding. We had 183 grants. The problem is there were over 300 applications and some didn't qualify.
The Renton Chamber of Commerce has partnered with our friends at One Eastside and Chip In to create a platform to raise funds through tax-deductible donations that will in turn help our Renton small businesses to keep their employees, to pay their rent, to make sure that they can keep their lights on. And as part of the Renton Chamber's mission, we vow to continue that support to our local business community, but we need your help. We have a big community with a population of over 104,000 people. And if we all chip in just a little, Even just an hour of time at state minimum wage, we can do great things. If only 50,000 people donate $13.20, that's over $500,000 we can generate to support our business. With local businesses, often small businesses, they take great pride in their community name, in their products, in their services, their reputation. Their employees and their clients become an extension of their family, and their community is their home. So please, Renton, let's exhibit that Renton community pride we're known for, and everyone step up in the ways that we can to support our local businesses. Shop local, buy a gift card, treat yourself and order out, and chip in.
Join us and help us chip in.
Join us
and help chip in.
Many hands make light work, and we can do this, Renton, but we've got to do this together to support some of our neighbors who have been the hardest hit. Together we're stronger, and now is the time that we need your help.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of the Renton community, and now it's time for us to chip in.